tumultuous time. You who can hear and answer with quick remedy, ready before we ask. You who can speak through tongues of trees and fire and water, earth cannot hold you. We pound the ground and you appear, O ancient ones. You who can make lightning strike with the flick of a skirt. You who can make tornado turn with the spin and span of hips, take us there, to the place of knowing, to the hall that leads to the doorway of you, O holy ones. You of the first light, you who know the potential of possibility, pulsing in the dark, deliver us unto our gifts. You who have sunlight in your fingertips, touch our drums, make us hear the rising, make us move a steady stump, a choir of voices so majestic. Heaven hides us in a tapestry of light. We are stars, blankets of wonder, sky bright eyes, seeing the invisible, visible. You who have returned, you have turned our faces so that we see ourselves, and we have found you again in places we would have never imagined. You make our limits infinitely long, our vision clearer with eyes closed, and even there you still stand in full color, vibrant and eager to serve. They come coupled and cuffed, feet heavy with uncertainty. You can hear them breathing from miles away, shallow and short. Tethered souls don't know how to breathe deep, and auction blocks do not lend to comfortability. Naked and frigid, tall babies smooth like skin, lathered up real good to conceal any wounds. You know massa like them free from disease, or at least appear to be. Shh, quiet. You know massa like them silent, and blocks do not lend to protest or chatter. Chattel have no say. Just smile big, show them pearly teeth, stretch long, push, pull, parade, grow, fold over, wide open. Let us see from behind how much you are worth, how well you can work, how familiar, ancient and new niggas for sale, fresh cargo. New niggas for sale, a lively stock. Don't you see them? Can't you hear it? In the whistle of the wind, in the howl of the breeze, in the pour of the rain, can you taste it? Sugar cane, sweet indigo, rich rum-like intoxicating. There is something about suffering that makes men mad and makes others money. Something about others doing your dirty work that somehow seems to keep your hands clean and your conscience clear, clever. Can't you smell it? Oh, it's in the seasoning. Something that makes them more tender, much more palatable, more suitable for enslavement. There is something in the breaking of a spirit that makes a better slave. Can't you feel it? In the thickness of injustice, in the gaze of despair, the click clank of cuff, they come coupled off the good ship. Jesus, it's the longest trip for the Africans, where rich men play with the lives of humans every day. Oh yes, there is something. There is something about suffering that makes men mad and makes others rebel. Give thanks. What an honor it is to be here for such a momentous occasion, just to honor our dear Baba, brother, friend, comrade, everything that he could be and could have been to us, Baba Malcolm X, El Hajj Malik El Shabazz, all in his honor. How many more examples of destruction will it take for us to lift this veil of ignorance that drapes from our faces? We place hands over ears, eyes closed, mark mute, walk dead, have to, because they shoot before we speak. But when you know the truth of what, I feel like I need to come down here. Am I able to come down here? No. Can I do that? Hey, yeah, that's what I like. That's what I like. That's better. Okay, how many more examples of destruction will it take for us to lift this veil of ignorance that drapes from our faces? We place hands over ears, eyes closed, mark mute, walk dead, have to, because they shoot before we speak. But when you know the truth of what they do to those who refuse to believe in the lies they feed now, it's either we would crawl and give in feeling helpless under the pressure, or we would remember. We would remember how to walk like warriors, how our feet are on the shoulders of giants, how we've conquered chaos before. We've compromised our divinity far too long, and all at the hands of an oppressive entity that deliberately aims to kill. And still they will use poison and steel or cotton and fields, take trillions of dollars, pollute all the water, destroy everything from Phoenix to Florida, then still find time to pimp your daughter or sodomize your son, turn two parents into one, and one is never enough in this world of too much. Oh, here is a classic equation. Divide up a family, multiply mommy's movements, because daddy done move where no responsibility can ever find him. Add in depression and bitterness, subtract the encouragement, then you watch the percentages fill up the prisons. You see, we master mathematicians, exponents of confusion. We be choosing death as if there are no other options left or right, up or down, shiftless vagabonds roaming around searching for something safe, seeking, never finding or recognizing the space inside, that soft, quiet sound that doesn't compete with the crowd of voices or the violent volume. And here is the value of you. So now this is like a vowel. It's standing in the midst of clanging consonants. It's constant. It's a kind reminder of the connection of us when so often we have been picked apart, separated, and sorted as casual as laundry. After all, they say we should never mix the colors and the whites, right? Okay, well now on the other hand, right? On the other hand, there was a time when Mr. always preferred Mammy over the Mrs. Forced crinkled fingers in crevices too sacred to mention. And though this has happened time and time again now, she still flinches at the scent and sight. But this time she placed something inside, whereby twilight on the third night of the fourth week, he would be gone. And no one, I'm telling y'all some stories from New Orleans. I don't know if y'all know about that kind of stuff. Okay, I'm just making sure. I'm just saying. She placed something inside, whereby twilight on the third night of the fourth week, he would be gone and no one would miss him, not even his children. Herein is the power of the medicine men. It's the gree of the conjure women, them who make charms that ward off harm, them fighters forming freedom around their feet, so that wherever they walk, their souls will know that liberation lives wherever they go, and wherever they go, the Spirit of God is them who see the pattern of God in the stars, whether that be in the sky or in your eyes, them light-bodied beings speaking love in an atmosphere filled with fear. Oh, here they come, lips laced with prayer, bearing gifts given by the great one who gives the best gifts. They lift their hands in gratitude, bidding us to rise. They call us to our higher selves. They remind us we can fly or just feel what it's like to live with no holes, no halves, just whole, because Lord knows it only takes one reason for the biggest believer to become the most unfaithful. But ain't that how the world go? Create a slither of doubt, and then soon it turns out to be this mountain of madness. This is hell in a handbasket. It's bastard children playing hide and seek between dilapidated buildings and shards of concrete. There are no playgrounds in these towns, no jungle gyms for them, no green space dedicated for relaxation or shelter when the sky rains bombs or the breeze blows bullets or the earth can't stop her shake. Take a moment, let us reflect on this mess we have made. We have rejected nature's voice, all in search of material gain, donning the rags of the disastrously insane. My God, not this again. Not the different name, same situation again. Not to declare war all in the name of peace again and again and again and again and again. But then again, thanks be to God, there are them who can rouse us from our drowsiness, who save us from our haphazardness, who assist in realigning our energies with heavenly elements. And there are skeptics who will balk. Oh, now there she go with that dreamer talk, as if every masterpiece didn't first start from just a thought. If only we could see through the eyes of our heart and go straight to the matter, eliminate the rhetoric, strip everything down to its natural essence, and it is there we will find the answer, the greatest, the only example, and by far the most revolutionary weapon we all have, and that is love. Okay. Give thanks. Give thanks. How y'all feeling? Y'all feeling all right? Oh, praise unto the Lord. Oh, man. Lord, take that, Baba. Give thanks. Give thanks. Hey, Bean. This for those who work 25 hours a day for 24 cents an hour. For those who tried the streets, stress heavy, their feet strapped with anguish, backs bent with burden. For those who live between the lines of fear and confusion, For those whose eyes have witnessed the sunrise and they still question the awesome power of a supreme being. For those against the wall or in the dust or behind the bars or on the other side of the barrel. For those who do not see God in the mirror, or a tree, or a blade of grass, a homeless man, a crescent moon, a drop of dew, a ray of sun, or a purple sky. For those who have given up on life and just wonder how they are still allowed to open their eyes real wide in the morning. And I say to you, it is not yet time to die. For seekers of a better way, for speakers of new words, for creators of another day, awake from your slumber, massive in number, as brave as thunder, as courageous as hope, as audacious as faith. I see heaven in your face. How does it feel just knowing that wherever you go, the holiest of holies is present in the form of you? This is for you. It's for your worth. It's nothing less than divine. I say this for all of those who survive, who get up, who scream even when the takers try and zap their dreams, who shout no, who cry yes, who feel the glory of victory boiling in their chest, for the lovers of love, for thinkers of peace, for workers of justice, filled hands of freedom, whose voices ring high when vibrations are low, for the tillers of the earth and the seeds they sow. Grow big, grow long, grow up, grow high, rise and take your stance, because it is not yet time to die. You see, we have not always found comfort in killers. I'm trying to go fast because my time is short. We have not, so y'all just work with me. We have not always found comfort in killers, We have not always found solace being rocked in the bosoms of those who silently pray and then openly destroy. No, not always have we mistaken mimicry for mastery, or pretending for knowing, or enslavement for freedom. But across my memory marches millions, bold, regal, resilient, confident, unshackled feet stumping up spirits to guide us through this fickle material world. We like sun and moon folk, universal souls, praying our prayers and singing our songs. Eshu, Ogun, Shango, Yemoja, Oshun, Obatala, Oya, Dambala, Aida, Wedora, Nkango, Olodumare, and Yame. We know all of you by name. We are people of beginnings, of culture, of strength. Not always have we given in to the empty threats and scared tactics of the powerless ones. Not always have we allowed the blood of our sons and daughters to color the streets while we're walking asleep, marching to the beat of that siren song. They're still wearing their sheets, nooses in reach, showing their teeth and then smiling, it seems. But I hear in the breeze and the rustle of the trees and the dangling of the feet, they say, please, please don't let them ever forget. You see, not always have we suffered from amnesia. Not always have we forgotten how to conjure up spirit, ancestor wisdom, fix up a mixture, spiritual elixirs, ancient traditions. We like magicians, God like vision. We are people of sight, so no, not always have we fallen for this okie doke or inhaled the hazardous smoke of the manipulators or been satisfied with crumbs from meals our hands have prepared. You said life for us ain't been no crystal stair, but at least the steps are there to push us up higher, teach us how to go beyond the destroyer's disguises, look them in the eyes and be able to see. Because what's surprising when you know the nature of a beast, and especially when they've shown the same face for centuries, So you tell me, what's the difference between two sisters in New Orleans shot point blank in the back of the head and two women bombed in their car in Baghdad, or government sanctioned killings in Kenya and a sister held hostage in a house in Virginia, or poverty in Haiti, poverty in Jamaica, rape in Rwanda, or rape in Somalia, a sweatshop in China, or one in Guatemala, or smallpox in blankets, syphilis in Tuskegee, formaldehyde and FEMA, ethnic cleansing and Katrina. I recall within his speech, Dr. King made us aware. He said, injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere. So they can speak spare us that drama, huh? Look, we got the heart of them field working mamas. We carry the torch of that ancestor fire. So with every fiber that flutters in our being, with every find that comes from our seeking, with every hearing that comes from our listening, and every sight that comes from our seeing, we must be faithful, strategic, victorious, and we must be free. Give thanks, family. I think that's all my time. I appreciate y'all for listening. God bless you.